Okay, everyone, welcome back to Math with Miss A. So on this episode, we are going to learn how to write the equation of a line that's already in the graph. All right, I lost this fingernail. All right, so before we begin, you have this sheet in front of the actual sheet, and we're going to take some notes there. And the notes we're going to write are notes we have written before. So we know that the equation of a line is written in the format y equals mx plus b. All right, and we're going to call this up top slope intercept form. And why is it called slope intercept form? Because m equals your slope, rise over run, and b is your y intercept, where the line crosses the y-axis. Y'all see that? Where the line crosses the y-axis, okay? Something else I want us to know is I want us to remember slope man, right? With slope man, and this is on an anchor chart in class. So if my line is going up from left to right, it's a positive slope. Down from left to right, it's negative. If it's a straight line, it's undefined. So straight vertical line, a straight horizontal line, the slope is 0. So positive, negative, undefined, 0. That's important. All right, so now we're going to move on to doing some practice problems. I'm only going to do 1, 3, and 4. Okay, I'm going to do 1, 3, and 4 with y'all, and y'all will do the rest by yourself. Okay, so let's look at number 1. I'm going to zoom in. So looking at number 1, we know that the equation of a line is written as y equals mx plus b. We have to figure out what is m, what is b. M, we said, was slope, rise over run. B is the y-intercept, where the line crosses the y-axis. So let's look at m. M is rise over run, right? So we have to create a slope triangle. I want to start at a point right here. Okay? And let me choose this point here. I create a triangle. So my numbers are going by ones, so I can count by ones. I don't have to worry about scaling it or going by 2s or 4s or 6 or whatever it's going by. It's going by 1, so I can count. So this is 1, 2. So my rise, so slope is rise over run. My rise is 2. My run is also 2. And 2 over 2, if you put it in your calculator, you know is 1. However, if we look at slope man, from left to right, my line is going down. From left to right is going down. So if I was on the hill up here, I'd be going down. So it should be negative. My B is where this line crosses my y-axis. So where did this line and this line intersect? Oh, this point. That point there is -1. So M is -1, B is -1. That's not always, they're not always going to be the same. So y equals M is -1 x plus b plus -1. You could also write that as y equals -1 x minus 1 instead of plus negative. All right. Okay, so let's go to number 3. So looking at number 3, we are going to do the same way we did the last one, right? Right. Let me zoom in. All right. Right, y equals mx plus b. You want to look for m and b. And you can do whichever one first. Let's start with b first. So b is where this line intersects my y-axis. And this line cross at 2, right? Intersect is like where they touch. They touch at point 2, so my b is 2. I can use this point, and let's see. Let me use this point down here. Let me make a big triangle to figure out my slope. Right? So my rise is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. So rise over run. My rise is 7. My run is 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me figure out is it positive or negative. So going from left to right, it goes up. If I was down here, I have to travel up. It's positive, so I'll keep it positive. I can rewrite my equation. Y equals mx plus b. Y equals 7 over 3x plus 2. That's my equation of the line. All right, let's move on to number 4. So number 4 is a line up and down. So if I had y equals mx plus b, okay, it's a straight line, so it's undefined. But any vertical line, this line is vertical, I can write as x equal to some number. X equal to some number. So I can't necessarily use this with it because it's a straight line. It has no slope. It's an undefined slope. I can write it as x equals -4 because it crosses -4 on the x-axis. All right, so go ahead and try the rest by yourself. Refer back to this video and your notes for help.